याद किया दिल ने कहाँ हो तुम, झूमती बहार है कहाँ हो तुम। वो शाम कुछ अजीब थी, ये शाम भी अजीब है। ओ मेरे दिल के चैन, चैन आए मेरे दिल को दुआ कीजिए। तुझसे नाराज नहीं जिंदगी, हैरान हूँ मैं, ओ हैरान हूँ मैं। सावन सुलग सुलग जाए मन, भीगे आज इस मौसम में, लगी कैसी ये अगन, रिम झिम गिरे सावन।
Hello everyone, good afternoon, and welcome to Melomanie Club's latest event, a celebration of vintage Bollywood music. It's been quite the joy organizing this, and I'm sure a lot of you, similar to me, have been waiting quite impatiently for this event. So I'm so glad to see you all here. If you could get some comments going, we'll just wait maybe another minute or two for some more people to join. And as people roll in, we'll be beginning shortly. Hello Swati, thanks for joining. So we have with us today, of course, our club in charge, Vaishali ma'am, and Dean sir as well, who will be giving some opening remarks soon. Once again, we're just waiting for a few more people to roll in as the stream gets along. But yeah, thank you so much for joining. It means a lot. I can say with utmost confidence it'll be a really fun event, because while setting this up, I had the good fortune of being able to watch all the performances early, because of course I had to set everything up, put everything in order, and there are such good performances that I am without a doubt you all will have fun today. So I'm so glad to see you all here. More and more people are joining in, which is great to see. We have a lot of our performers in the chat as well, and I'm excited for them to be seeing themselves on the broadcast and to see all the love that people are undoubtedly going to show them. Hey Chandramodi, hey Siddhi, and hey Mahip, thanks for joining. I'm sure you all are also just as excited as I am. And don't worry, we'll be starting very, very soon. I hope you liked that little intro that I made. A lot of this event, actually, due to my own poor organizational skills, you could say, has been pretty late notice. So I apologize if there were any difficulties during the submission and registration phase, but I'm really happy with the turnout. We've got 17 performances today, and it's gonna be a really, really fun time. Thanks everyone for joining. So I'll now be bringing on our club in charge, Vaishali ma'am, to say some words about this event. Of course, it was her who initially started this whole thing. She messaged me and told me we should have another event. It's been a while. And unfortunately, due to some work of my own, it got delayed a bit, but it's finally here. So Vaishali ma'am, if you'd like to say some words.
Yes, good afternoon, everyone. I'm so excited to have all of you in this live stream today. For a few days back, we planned for this event, and we finally did it. And I don't want to speak much because music is so divine. It will tell. It will take us to those back days, where what is the golden era of music. And I'm very sure all of us will definitely like, because there is a inherent connection of all of us with those old days Bollywood music. So not much of speaking. I would like to welcome Dean sir to give the opening remark, and we can then move forward to the world of music. Thank you.
Yes, very good afternoon, Dr. Vaishali and Akash. I'm as excited as all of you to be a part of this. It's an amazing thing. I think it requires only Dr. Baishali and Akash to come up with this concept. I don't think anybody else would have, thought about such a beautiful concept. I am extremely happy for it. And if you really look at the 60s, 60s to 60 to 80, 1960 to 80, a treasure of the music came up. And at times I was thinking, what if we did not have those, musicians and music composers of that age? If we did not have, the whole Indian music, Bollywood music would have been, not that interesting as it is today. Okay, so every day, I think when morning when you get up, the best thing to do is think of Rafi. Think of Kishore Kumar, Manna Dey, Mukesh. Lata Mangeshkar, Asha Bhonsle. What great personalities, I don't think we would have had such a rich treasure of music today if we did not have all of them. That 20, 30 year for a golden period, right? And O.P. Nair, what kind of, music people are there? I was wondering, do they do it for a living? Because for every song you get some, those days, maybe 10,000 rupees or something like that. Did they do it? No. I think it came from the heart. It came from the heart, and they did not think that they had any other profession than this, right? So I think it's extremely important to realize the beauty of those, golden era of Bollywood music. So obviously, those melodies are a big treasure today, and even if you listen to it, the same song, Baharo Bhul Par Jao, if you listen Rafi's for 100 times, you don't feel bored. But if you look at today's song, I don't want to be very negative about it, but if you listen half the song, you feel, okay, there is nothing much about it, right? The richness of the music, and it doesn't have to have any language. Rafi songs or Mukesh songs, even if you hear for hundreds of times, even if you don't understand some of the, lyrics, but still you feel such a soothing music. Okay, so it calms your mind. The purpose of the music is to calm your mind, which is very important. Not if you have too much drums and you have loud guitars and all that, it is good, but it aggravates. So it doesn't make your mind calm. So it's extremely important that we realize the beauty of that music, and especially youngsters. You are very lucky not to be. You are very unlucky not to be born in that that 20, 30 year age. But the treasure is with you. The most important thing is everything is on the YouTube today. So whenever you feel a bit low in life, just listen to Shami Kapoor. Suddenly you will start rising up, right? And Shami Kapoor did not become very famous because of his acting. He became famous because of Rafi. If Rafi songs were not there for Shami Kapoor, probably he would not have been as famous as he is today. So I think music is a beautiful concept, and it will make you perform better in your career. If you develop a good taste for music, at least Dr. Baishali and others are very lucky because they've learned music very formally. But even if you have a culture to sit and listen to the music for a while and enjoy, that itself is good enough. Okay, so I urge all the youngsters, especially, to go back and instead of watching YouTube for so many other things, you can assign a bit of the time for watching this beautiful 60s to 80s songs. So you don't need any video for that. The audio itself is beautiful. So I urge all of you to please develop this, because it is a treasure that India has given to us. These 7 to 8 musicians, Rafi to even Jesudas, it has given us a treasure. I urge all our younger students to develop the habit of, continuously listen to them. It is going to help you to perform much better in your career, and as a human being, you will be much more better, happier, cheerful. What else is needed in life? Okay, so I don't think we should keep going on and on. I am extremely happy to be a part of it, and I would now love to listen, shut off my mind from other things and I will start enjoying the music for the next hour and a half or whatever. Okay. Thanks so much, Dr. Baishali and Akash. Very nice of you. Very nice of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. Beautifully said. Thank you for those words. As sir said, this music truly, truly did come from the heart, and because of that, it will forevermore stay in our hearts as well. It's truly music that never gets old. So now, without too much further ado, we'll start off with a devotional song by our very own faculty, Renuka ma'am. She's going to be singing Gaja Vandana Beduve. So please enjoy. Thank you, ma'am, for that beautiful introduction to today's program. It brings me great joy to say this. I'm sure a lot of you are aware, but for those who aren't, this event isn't just for the students. We have a few faculty members also performing today, which is so nice to see, and it made me incredibly happy that we actually got participation from the faculty members as well. It's not often that us students realize the creative side of our faculty members. So it's really a joy to have them on here, and I'm sure everyone is going to enjoy just as much as I am. Now, I know I said not too much talking, but I did write an introduction. So I'm sorry, but I will take up 2 more minutes of your time. When Baishali ma'am first came to me and asked me to start organizing another event, we had initially started a poll in the Telegram group. I'm sure a lot of you remember. And the choices were between another open mic or a competition. But when the results came out, they were very, very close. Only about 51 or 52% wanted a competition, and the rest wanted an open mic. So after some more consideration, I decided that's not enough of a margin to have a competition. I didn't know how many people would want to participate since 50% didn't vote for it. And also I didn't want to discourage new performers by putting them in a competitive format. So after some consideration, I took a risk and I asked ma'am, what if we did a themed concert instead? And ma'am said, sure, what would the theme be? And for some reason on that day, the song Yaad Kiya Dil Ne by Hemant Kumar sir and Lata ji was swimming in my mind. So of course I told ma'am, how about a vintage Bollywood themed song? And of course ma'am was completely on board. And I'm so glad she was, because this turned out to be one of my favorite things to have been a part of. Organizing this has been a pure joy, and I'm sure you'll all see why, because the performances are just amazing. Now, old Hindi music has a special place in my heart. Growing up in a Bengali household with parents who both loved to listen to and sing music, I was constantly surrounded by old music, whether it be English, Hindi, or Bangla. So, and my father had like a collection of over 100 cassettes, all of them filled with classics. R.D. Burman, Kishore Kumar, Mohammed Rafi, all of them, every single one. So there wasn't a single day in my life, in my childhood at least, that I remember going by without some music in the background. So of course, all that stayed in my heart. And I'm sure that's so many of you, and especially true for our faculty members. I'm sure that's true for so many of you. So I'm so glad to have this event today. And I'm sure that you will all enjoy, the students and faculty alike, coming together and bringing us the nostalgia, the charm, and the romance of vintage Bollywood. I'll not take up any more of your time. So first up, we have an instrumental performance of Kishore Kumar, Asha Bhosle, and Rishi Kapoor's Ek Hasina Thi, Ek Deewana Tha. It's from the 1980 movie Curse, and it will be performed by Maheep Singh Shan.
एक हसीना थी और एक दीवाना था।
What a great way to start it off, huh? Thanks so much, Maheep, for sending in that performance. If there's any song from that era that is fit for an electric guitar instrumental, I believe it's that one. And I'm sure that everyone in chat agrees as well. And what an entrance, what an intro by Maheep. Ek hasina thi, ek deewana tha. If the song's charm wasn't enough, you have Maheep to compensate. Great job, Maheep. Thank you for sending that in. And of course, everyone in chat loved it as well, as expected. So if you're in there, if you're in chat, Maheep, great job, take a bow. And everyone's cheering for you. So up next, we have Monica MP performing R.D. Burman's legendary song Tujhse Naraz Nahi Zindagi from the 1983 film Masoom. This was originally sung by Anup Ghoshal. I'm sure almost everyone is familiar with the song, and the lyricist for the song was none other than legendary Gulzar, which really shows. So please enjoy this performance by Monica MP.
Namaste, I'm Monica from 4th Sim Aerospace. I hope you're all doing well. As part of this music event, I would like to sing Tujhse Naraz Nahi Zindagi by Lata ji. I hope you guys like it. तुझसे नाराज नहीं जिंदगी हैरान हूँ मैं हाँ हैरान हूँ मैं तेरे मासूम सवालों से परेशान हूँ मैं हाँ परेशान हूँ मैं तुझसे नाराज नहीं जिंदगी हैरान हूँ मैं हाँ हैरान हूँ मैं जीने के लिए सोचा ही नहीं दर्द संभालने होंगे मुस्कुराए तो मुस्कुराने के कर्ज उतारने होंगे मुस्कुराऊं कभी तो लगता है जैसे होठों पे कर्ज रखा है तुझसे नाराज नहीं जिंदगी हैरान हूँ मैं हाँ हैरान हूँ मैं तेरे मासूम सवालों से परेशान हूँ मैं हाँ परेशान हूँ मैं
Apologies, I was muted and I did not realize. What a beautiful performance, Monica, and you have such a sweet voice, and it really suited the song. And of course, everyone in chat agrees completely. Why wouldn't they? Beautiful rendition, Monica, and thank you so much for sending your submission in. And once again, to everyone watching, I'd like to express my gratitude. It really means everything that you are here. After all, an event is incomplete, or an event is nothing really without the audience. And it's the enthusiasm of the performers and the audience alike that really makes it a great event. So thank you all for coming here today. It really means a lot, and I'm sure it means even more so for our performers who are looking at your comments and no doubt feeling really good about themselves. So let's take a minute to look at some comments here. Nandini Hazarika, Anuradha ma'am, Vaishali ma'am, everyone loved it. Tujhse naraz nahi zindagi, good old memories, indeed. And that really was beautiful, Monica. So well done, and thank you for that performance. Up next, we have DSU's very own Nandini ma'am singing Lata Mangeshkar and Mukesh ji's Ek Pyar Ka Nagma Hai. This is from the 1972 film Shore, and the song was directed by Lakshmikant Pyarelal. So I'm sure we're all very excited to see this one, and yeah, enjoy.
एक प्यार का नगमा है मौजों की रवानी है जिंदगी और कुछ भी नहीं तेरी मेरी कहानी है एक प्यार का नगमा है ला 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 ला
Beautiful performance, ma'am, and thank you so much for participating. As I mentioned in the beginning, it meant the world to me that the faculty also actively participated in this event, because I'm sure a lot of students have a sort of stereotypical view of teachers, and I'm not gonna say it's a bad thing or a good thing, but we often overlook the other side of our faculty members' lives, and we often overlook how really talented they are. And it's really events like this that let it come out, and we can all see exactly how talented all of you are, not just the students but the faculty as well. And of course, everyone watching absolutely loved it. That song is not an easy song to sing, it's extremely difficult, and Nandini ma'am performed it beautifully. So thank you so much for sending in your performance, Nandini ma'am. And if you are watching, if you're in chat, do say hi. I'm sure everyone here would like to address you directly. Everyone here absolutely loved it. So yes, very good performance. And yeah, so we're only 3 performances in, guys. We still have a lot to offer, and the number of viewers just keeps increasing, which is a great thing. And everyone's having the time of their, well, week at least. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you so much to the participants to making this a great afternoon. So without too much of a delay, we'll move on to our next performance. This is A.R. Rahman's Choti Si Asha from the 1992 movie Roja, performed by Joya Verma and originally sung by Minmini. So please enjoy this performance, guys.
दिल है छोटा सा, छोटी सी आशा, मस्ती भरे मन की भोली सी आशा, चांद तारों को छूने की आशा, आसमानों में उड़ने की आशा। दिल है छोटा सा, छोटी सी आशा, मस्ती भरे मन की भोली सी आशा, चांद तारों को छूने की आशा, आसमानों में उड़ने की आशा। दिल है छोटा सा, छोटी सी आशा। महक जाऊं मैं आज तो ऐसे, फूल बगिया में महके हैं जैसे, बादलों की मैं ओढ़ूं चुनरिया, झूम जाऊं मैं बन के बावरिया, अपनी चोटी में बांध लूं दुनिया। दिल है छोटा सा, छोटी सी आशा, मस्ती भरे मन की भोली सी आशा, चांद तारों को छूने की आशा, आसमानों में उड़ने की आशा। दिल है छोटा सा, छोटी सी आशा, मस्ती भरे मन की भोली सी आशा,
Great performance, Joya. Thank you so much for sending that in. I don't know about you guys, but the nostalgia is really, really flowing for me. Hearing all these songs, it really strikes you that they just don't make music like they used to. I remember when I first started gravitating more towards Western music around age of 10, 11, I'd always tell my mom, why you always listening to these old songs, man? And I'd always think, oh, it's some old people thing. They always listen to just old songs. But the more and more I learn to appreciate music, the more I seem to have the same notion that they just don't make music like they used to. And these songs really have a special place in our hearts, and they give us a special feeling. The charm, the romance, the just pure emotion expressed by these artists, composers of the time, it's unmatched. And I'm sure it'll remain that way forevermore. And everyone watching absolutely loved it. Great job, Joya. I know you're in chat, so take a bow. And yeah, that was a great performance. Nandini Hazarika, yeah, round of applause, everyone. Chandramouli M says, good one. It was an amazing one. So yeah, thank you so much for sending that in, Joya. Up next, we have an amazing acoustic mashup of a couple of Kishore Kumar and Mukesh's songs from the 70s. And this is performed by Mazhar SB, my bad. And also thank you, Ringxia, for saying good anchoring. I do my best. A lot of it is just, stalling for me to set up the next performance. But I'm glad you're all having a good time, because I sure am. And Anuradha ma'am says, waiting for someone to sing a Kishore melody. Me too, ma'am, me too. And trust me, we do have that. And I'm sure everyone will love it. So yeah, without too much further delay, we now have a mashup by Mazhar SB.
हसीना से यूं मुलाकात हो गई, फिर क्या हुआ ये न पूछो, कुछ ऐसी बात हो गई। एक प्यार का नगमा है, मौजों की रवानी है, जिंदगी और कुछ भी नहीं, तेरी मेरी कहानी है। एक प्यार का नगमा है, कुछ पाकर खोना है, कुछ खोकर पाना है, जिंदगी का मतलब तो आना और जाना है। दो पल के जीवन में एक उम्र चुरानी है, जिंदगी और कुछ भी नहीं, तेरी मेरी कहानी है। एक प्यार का नगमा है, ये शाम मस्तानी मदहोश किए जाए, कोई डोर कोई कीजे तेरी ओर दिए जाए। दूर रहती है तू मेरे पास आती नहीं, होठों पे तेरे कोई प्यास आती नहीं।
Apologies, I do forget that I'm muted sometimes. Amazing performance, Mazhar. That was really, really so beautiful and so soulful. And I'm sure anyone who sings and plays the guitar or both knows that it's not easy to sing those songs while also playing the guitar. It's hard enough to sing them alone. So that was truly beautiful. And to bring those songs together in such a way, I wouldn't have thought of it. and I doubt many people would have. So a beautiful performance, Mazhar, and everyone absolutely loved it. And why wouldn't they? That was so soulful and so beautiful. And Mazhar is from the 7th sem. We have people all the way from first year to the last year, as well as faculty performing today. And it means so much to me to see so much participation. And Dean sir, unfortunately, isn't able to chat in the live chat on YouTube as he's in the studio. But he does say that it's really soothing, and you are the ambassadors for the music, heritage music. So please take note of that, guys. You're doing an amazing job. Indeed, sir loves it as well. And amazing performance, Mazhar. As you can see, they're just flooded with comments complimenting that performance. I want to point out this one particular comment. Listening to all these songs reminds me of my childhood when my dad used to play these songs every day in the evening and my mom would sing along. Beautiful memories. And I completely agree. And I'm sure so many of us, including myself, share the exact same memories. And that's why I really took so much joy in putting this event together, because I knew it would strike a chord with so many of us here, especially the faculty, as it was really the music of their time. So yeah, beautiful performance, Mazhar. We all loved that. And this isn't a competition, of course, but it's going to be hard to match that following. Also, I want to point out one thing. This was meant to be a curated concert. What that means is people would send performances in, and then as long as they met some standard of quality, they would be played. But something that really made me happy, and I'm sure all the performers happy, is not a single person, you could say, underperformed. Of course, there's no metric for who's good and who's bad in this sort of thing. As long as you love music, you're doing a great job. But every single person who sent a submission in sang beautifully, and there's no way we could have excluded any of them. So great job, everyone. Now, if it seems like I'm stalling a bit too much now, it might be because the next performance is from myself. I'll be singing Deewana Hua Badal by none other than Rafi sir and Asha Bhosle from the movie Kashmir Ki Kali, sorry. And the music for this iconic song was given by O.P. Nair. So, anyone who knows me knows that English music is really my thing, not Hindi. So this was quite the departure. But Baishali ma'am made it very clear that I wasn't going to escape without a performance. So I hope you enjoy. I'm just now seeing the chat. I'm so sorry if in between the audio was not heard. It must have slipped my view. I did not realize. I'm extremely sorry for that. But hopefully the performance was okay and audible. And thank you so much for your comments, everyone. It's sort of embarrassing to have to read comments about your own performance as you're anchoring the event. But it really does mean a lot coming from so many of you extremely talented people, I must say. Vaishali, Anuradha ma'am, thank you so much for your kind words. Dean sir, again, unfortunately isn't able to chat directly in the live chat, but he says, Rafi is alive and with all of us, you have made our day, Akash. Again, slightly embarrassing having to say that out loud about myself, but thank you so much, Dean sir. Thank you everyone in chat. Ranak, Akshaya, Ringsia, Swathi, Naina, everyone. Yeah, thank you so much for that support. And Mahip says, that is the first Bollywood song I'm ever hearing from you. And trust me, it's the first Bollywood song I'm hearing from myself as well. So yeah, thank you so much for the support, guys. I don't want to dwell on this for too long because, as I said, slightly embarrassing. So next up, we have another faculty member you might recognize. It's Aarti ma'am with Asha Bhosle's Aiye Meherba from the 1958 movie Howrah Bridge, starring none other than the legendary Madhubala. And this is also composed by O.P. Nair. So I hope you enjoy.
आइए मेहरबान बैठिए जान जा शौक से लीजिए जी इश्क के इम्तिहान आइए मेहरबान कैसे हो तुम नौजवान कितने हंसी मेहमान कैसे हो तुम नौजवान कितने हंसी मेहमान कैसे करूं मैं बयान दिल की नहीं है जुबान कैसे करूं मैं बयान दिल की नहीं है जुबान आइए मेहरबान बैठिए जान जा शौक से लीजिए जी इश्क के इम्तिहान आइए मेहरबान नीले नीले अंबर पर चांद जब आए प्यार बरसाए हमको तरसाए ऐसा कोई साथी हो ऐसा कोई प्रेमी हो प्यास दिल की बुझा जाए नीले नीले अंबर पर चांद जब आए प्यार बरसाए हमको तरसाए हो ऊंचे ऊंचे पर्वत जब चूमते हैं अंबर को प्यासा प्यासा अंबर जब चूमता है सागर को ऊंचे ऊंचे पर्वत जब चूमते हैं अंबर को प्यासा प्यासा अंबर जब चूमता है सागर को प्यार से कसने को बाहों में बसने को दिल मेरा ललचाए कोई तो आ जाए ऐसा कोई साथी हो ऐसा कोई प्रेमी हो प्यास दिल की बुझा जाए नीले नीले अंबर पर चांद जब आए प्यार बरसाए हमको तरसाए
What a great performance, Aarti ma'am, and we all loved it. I must say, the switch up in between caught me by surprise. I'm sure it caught some of you watching by surprise as well. And how beautifully done. You have a beautiful and very sweet voice, ma'am, and we absolutely loved that performance. And everyone watching has the exact same opinion. Enjoying your performance, ma'am. Nice singing. Another classic. Yes, ma'am. It was very melodious. That's completely right, Swati. And Rudra says one of my favorites. I'm sure it's one of a lot of our favorites. Beautiful performance, ma'am. Thank you so much for sending that in. And it brings me great joy to see everyone enjoying this as much as I am. Thank you so much once again for being here. I really, really cannot say it enough times. I'm sure it's become repetitive by now, but it's the first thing that comes to mind. Thank you for being here. And thank you for sending your performances in. Next up, we have my friend... sorry, one second. Yes, next up, we have Mohammad Rafi and Asha Bhosle's Chura Liya Hai Tumne Jo Dil Ko, from the 1973 film Yadon Ki Barat, performed by Prarthana ji. Those of you watching who are part of the dance club will recognize Prarthana's name. She's an amazing dancer and apparently also an amazing singer. Quite the pleasant surprise, and I'm sure you'll all be very happy to see her here, as am I. So yes, we have Prarthana here singing Chura Liya Hai Tumne Jo Dil.
Good morning, I am Prarthana. I just finished my second year. Today I will be singing Chura Liya Hai Tumne Jo Dil Ko. चुरा लिया है तुमने दिल को, नजर नहीं चुराना सनम, बदल के मेरी तुम जिंदगानी, कहीं बदल ना जाना सनम, ले लिया दिल है मेरा दिल लेके मुझको ना बहलाना, चुरा लिया है तुमने जो दिल को, नजर नहीं चुराना सनम, बाहर बन के आओ कभी तुम्हारी दुनिया में, गुजर न जाए ये दिन कहीं इसी तमन्ना में, तुम मेरे हो, आज तुम इतना वादा करते जाना, चुरा लिया है तुमने जो दिल को, नजर नहीं चुराना सनम, बदल के मेरी तुम जिंदगानी, कहीं बदल ना जाना सनम. Thank you.
Thank you, Prarthana, for that amazing performance. It's really hard to carry some of these songs with no instrumental in the background, no karaoke, no instruments of your own whatsoever, just your voice. And it truly is a feat, and you were amazing, Prarthana. Thank you for that performance. Everyone absolutely loved it, as did I. And we have a lot of classics coming in, so it really brings me joy to hear all these old songs, and from the voices of my batchmates, my juniors, my seniors, and my teachers. It's really a wonderful experience. So thank you so much for coming in, guys, and for sending these songs in. Prarthana, you were amazing, and hopefully from now we see some more participation, not just in the dance club but the music club as well, as you've clearly demonstrated yourself to be capable. So everyone loved it. Anuradha ma'am says nice voice, Prarthana. Baishali ma'am also says nice performance. And Krishna Prasad Bhandari says a certified classic, sung beautifully, great job. And I could not agree more. And yeah, everyone absolutely loved it. So thank you for sending that video in, Prarthana. It was brilliant. So next up, we have another performance of Ek Pyar Ka Nagma Hai by Ringsia Burman. I apologize if I pronounced your name wrong. It's one of my weaker suits. But yes, we have Ringsia Burman performing Ek Pyar Ka Nagma Hai. Please enjoy.
एक प्यार का नगमा है, मौजों की रवानी है।
Amazing performance, Jinxia. That was so great. I'm reading a comment from Mahip that says, "This is from a person who says, Mujhe gana nahi aata." Yeah, that is an absolute lie, Jinxia. You are brilliant. And it really takes a lot to sing such a type of song with such an open voice. And as Bashadi ma'am said, you have a great range in your voice, Jinxia. So thank you for sending in that performance. Everyone absolutely loved it, as expected. And yeah, thank you so much for that. And I'm sure a lot of us are enjoying all the songs coming in. We have so many classics from so many legendary composers, singers, from legendary films even. So I don't know about you guys. The nostalgia is just so much. And I'm really enjoying it. And from the looks of the chat, everyone else is enjoying it as well. So keep having a good time, guys. Keep having a good time. And we're just being flooded with comments right now. I don't have time to sit on every single one because there are just so many. So take that as the highest compliment possible, people. You're all doing amazing. So Ringsia is in chat. She says, "Thank you so much, everyone. Glad you liked it. Means a lot." It was brilliant, Ringsia. And we hope to see you in future events as well. No more excuse of "Mujhe gana nahi aata." So up next, we have a certified classic. We have Kishore Kumar's hit "O Mere Dil Ke Chain" from the movie Jeevan Sathi, performed by our very own Chandramouli M.
Hi everyone, I am Chandramouli M from Mechanical Department and I am going to sing "O Mere Dil Ke Chain" sung by Kishore Kumar.
अपना ही साया देख के तुम जाने जहाँ शर्मा गए। अभी तो ये पहली मंजिल से घबरा गए, मेरा क्या होगा, सोचो तो जरा। ऐसे न आहें भरा कीजिए, ओ मेरे दिल के चैन आए, मेरे दिल को दुआ कीजिए। आपका अरमां, आपका नाम, मेरा तराना और नहीं, इन झुकती पलकों के सिवा दिल का ठिकाना और नहीं, जगता ही नहीं आँखों में कोई, दिल तुमको ही चाहे तो क्या कीजिए, ओ मेरे दिल के चैन आए, मेरे दिल को दुआ कीजिए।
Thank you.
Thank you so much for sending that in, Chandramuli. That was absolutely amazing. I've known you from the first semester, from our first event, that you are just an amazing singer, and it's so awesome to always have you on. And really, everyone in chat is enjoying it just as much as me, and I'm so glad to see that. And everyone's just blown away. So well performed, Chandramuli. Take a bow, take a bow. And Nandini ma'am said there's the best way to enjoy a raining Saturday afternoon is by reminiscing with our old memories and these melodious performances, and I could not agree more. Usually what I found is in this gloomy climate, you can often feel down, especially when the afternoon is so dark. But there's two things that always seem to lift our spirits. That's nostalgia and music. And when you put them together and have an entire afternoon of nostalgic music, it seldom gets better than that. So yeah, I'd like to thank everyone involved, especially Baishali ma'am and Dean sir for making this possible, being here. It's always a joy to have everyone here, especially the audience. It just makes me so happy to see so many people enjoying along with me. And Chandramuli is here. Thank you everyone, and thank you Akash. No, thank you Chandramuli. That was a beautiful performance. So without too much further ado, following right after Chandramuli is Swati M with a great rendition of another Kishore Kumar song. This is Pyar Deewana Hota Hai from the 1971 film Kati Patang. And while giving me information about her performance, I learned quite a cool fact about this song that I didn't know before. And Swati herself gave me this information. And that is that this song, it's said that R.D. Burman composed this soulful song not once but twice. First in Bengali and then in Hindi. The Bengali version was sung by Asha Bhosle in 1965 for the film Rajkumari, and the Bengali title was Aaj Gun 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 Kunje. And I've actually heard the song before, but I never managed to make that connection myself. So you really learn quite a lot while listening to these performances. You learn a lot about our culture, about where this music came from. And being a Bengali myself, it's quite shocking that I didn't know this. So thank you for that information, Swati, and I cannot wait for your performance, as I'm sure the audience cannot wait as well. So let's get right into it.
Hello all, I'm Swati M from Electronics and Communication Department. Today I'll be singing a song called Pyar Deewana Hota Hai, sung by Kishore Kumar. I hope you all like it. प्यार दीवाना होता है, मस्ताना होता है, हर खुशी से हर गम से पहचाना होता है।
Thank you.
Thank you, Swati, for that soulful and beautiful performance. I loved it, and everyone in chat seems to have loved it as well. Why wouldn't they? And it's really amazing having back-to-back Kishore classics. And while going through these performances and setting up the order, I noticed something peculiar about Chandramuli and Swati's performance. I was like, they have the same curtains and the same microphone and the same initial. It took me a minute to put the dots together and realize they might be siblings. And so, seeing as how they both sang Kishore Kumar classics, I simply could not have done anything other than put them right after one another. Amazing performance, Swati, amazing. And everyone in chat agrees. All our faculty members are having the time of their week. So yeah, amazing performance. And thank you also for that additional information that you gave us about your performance. I'm sure we all learned something that it's quite an interesting fact, and we can share this information with others now. Sweet performance, Swati. I agree, Baishani ma'am. I agree completely. Yes, you are twins. I never would have guessed that. That's awesome. That's too much talent for one family to have. You should share. You should share a little. But it's so nice having you both perform. And thank you so much for sending your performances in. Now, next up, we have Rishi Sood singing Sarjo Tera Chakraye, originally sung by none other than Mohammad Rafi sir for the 1970 film Pyasa. So I hope you enjoy.
सर जो तेरा चकराए या दिल डूबा जाए आजा प्यारे पास हमारे काहे घबराए सर जो तेरा चकराए या दिल डूबा जाए आजा प्यारे पास हमारे काहे घबराए तेल मेरा है मुस्की या कंज रहे ना खुशकी जिसके सर पर हाथ फिरा दो चमके किस्मत उसकी तेल मेरा है मुस्की या गंज रहे ना खुशकी जिसके सर पर हाथ फिरा दो चमके किस्मत उसकी सुन 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 अरे बेटा सुन इस चंपी में बड़े बड़े गुण सुन 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 अरे बेटा सुन इस चंपी में बड़े बड़े गुण लाख दुखों की एक दवा है क्यों ना आजमाए काहे घबराए सर जो तेरा चकराए या दिल डूबा जाए आजा प्यारे पास हमारे काहे घबराए सर जो तेरा चकराए या दिल डूबा जाए आजा प्यारे पास हमारे काहे घबराए
Thank you so much for that energetic performance, Rishi. That was amazing. I'm sure we all enjoyed the layering of your own vocals to harmonize with yourself and to be your own backing vocals. That was really something. And Ringsia says, wow, so energetic and so much fun. And I completely agree. If the inherent energy of the song wasn't enough for you, Rishi's there to make sure it is. So amazing energy, amazing performance. Great job, Rishi. Mahi says, cha gaya. Wonderful performance, Rishi. I agree, Nandini. And yeah, everyone in chat loved it, as you'd expect. Thank you so much for sending in your performance. Love the way you added a touch of rock on it, Rishi. I agree. So yeah, we're getting quite close to the end, guys, but worry not, we still have some amazing performances. And I just want to reiterate what a joy it is to have you all here. I want to take a minute to just address the flood that is the live chat right now, because there's so many people watching and they have so much love to give because everyone's just enjoying this wholeheartedly. And so yeah. Oh, Dean says in chat now, he says, Akash, you should consider a 2-credit course on anchoring. You should conduct, sorry. Thank you so much for saying that, sir. It means a lot. Anyone who knows me knows that I am completely about improvisation. I did have a script of sorts, but I'm just good at talking a lot with adding zero value to the conversation. That's just my strength. So it really is an honor to not only to organize and to coordinate with everyone for this event, but to host it. I know I have limited time in this college, so I want to make the most of it, and I'm sure that we'll have many such events in the future, and that I will hopefully be hosting a lot of them. And now that I'm seeing all this enthusiasm from my juniors as well, I know that no matter what happens, even long after I graduate, we will have a lot of these such events. And thank you so much for the kind words, Beshali ma'am and Nandini ma'am. It really does mean a lot, and it's amazing, and it brings me joy that you're enjoying, because I sure am enjoying. So next up, we have Ronak Prasad. Some of you might remember Ronak from our open mic for his amazing video editing skills. He added quite a lot of his own spin onto his video, and it really caught the eye of everyone watching, and we have him here again today. He's going to be performing a cover of a cover. As I understand it, this is a version of Neele Neele Ambar Par by Kishore Kumar from the 1983 film Kalakar. Please enjoy.
चांद जब आए प्यार बरसाए हमको तरसाए ऐसा कोई साथी हो ऐसा कोई प्रेमी हो प्यास दिल की बुझा जाए नीले नीले अंबर पर चांद जब आए प्यार बरसाए हमको तरसाए पर्वत जब चूमते हैं अंबर को प्यासा प्यासा अंबर जब चूमता है सागर को ऊंचे ऊंचे पर्वत जब चूमते हैं अंबर को प्यासा प्यासा अंबर जब चूमता है सागर को प्यार से कसने को बाहों में बसने को दिल मेरा ललचाए कोई तो आ जाए ऐसा कोई साथी हो ऐसा कोई प्रेमी हो प्यास दिल की बुझा जाए नीले नीले अंबर पर चांद जब आए प्यार बरसाए हमको तरसाए ठंडे ठंडे झोंके जब बालों को सहलाए तपती तपती किरणें जब गालों को छू जाए सांसों की गर्मी को हाथों की नरमी को मेरा मन तरसाए कोई तो छू जाए ऐसा कोई साथी हो ऐसा कोई प्रेमी हो प्यास दिल की बुझा जाए नीले नीले अंबर पर चांद जब आए प्यार बरसाए हमको तरसाए
Thank you for that performance, Ronak. Um, I'm sure a lot of you watching today were also watching the open mic event back in February, and truly one of the highlights of that event was Ronak's video, because not only did he give us an amazing soulful performance, he also gave us a video to match the vibe. And that's the first time that I've seen anyone do such a thing. And of course, he came through today as well with an amazing modernized version of the song and really good video editing as well. And our audience absolutely loved it. And yes, nice performance, good editing, and soulful music. I agree completely, Gaurav sir. And yeah, awesome visuals along with singing. Enjoyed it. We all did, Anjana. So Ronak's in chat right now. He says, thank you so much, everyone. Really appreciate all the love and support. Thank you, Ronak, for sending your performance in. It really is something. We're not only enjoying the nostalgia and the charm of these old songs, but we're also getting to experience hints of the personal styles of every individual that are singing them. We had Mahip with his super charismatic guitar cover. We had Rishi with his layered vocals and rock twist. We had Ronak with his amazing video editing. And it's really something to see the personalities of everyone come out in their music. And Dean sir had mentioned that music does build character, and I completely agree. I think music and just an appreciation for art and culture in general is so important in the upbringing and in the lives of people, because when there's nothing else worth appreciating, even in the hardest of times, there's always some art somewhere that can be appreciated. So it really does build character, and I'm so fortunate to have firstly been raised in a household filled with music and art. And I'm also amazingly fortunate to have joined a college with so many like-minded individuals with so much enthusiasm and love for music, not just music, but dance, culture, technical clubs, activities, everything. So it really does mean a lot. And thank you all for being here. Now, we have none other than our very own club in charge, Vaishali ma'am, singing a soulful rendition of O Sajna Barkha Bahar Aayi, sung originally by Lata Mangeshkar for the 1960 film Parak. So please show some love for Vaishali ma'am and enjoy.
ऐसे रिमझिम में ओ सजन प्यासी प्यासी मेरे नयन तेरे ही ख्वाब में खो गए सावली सलोनी घटा जब जब छाई सावली सलोनी
Thank you so much, ma'am, for that beautiful performance. I think Dean sir said it best, that it's truly hard to believe that that's not the original, and your classical training can make wonders. Ma'am, you have a control over your voice that I and a lot of us can only imagine having. It was truly a beautiful performance. So thank you so much for sending that in, ma'am. It's always a joy. One of my favorite parts of hosting these events is always having Vaishali ma'am perform because it's always a highlight. It's always a highlight. And ma'am, you have such a sweet voice, and that was such a sweet rendition of the song. All while playing the keyboard as well, mind you. That was truly a display of talent like no other. Thank you so much, ma'am. And of course, everyone watching absolutely loved it. How could they not? It really is a wonder what this music can make us feel, especially when sung by someone as masterful of their voice as you, ma'am. And everyone's just absolutely going crazy over that performance, and I don't blame them. Jaya Verma says, your voice is pure bliss, ma'am. I completely agree. Dr. Yogesh says, kudos to Vaishali. And yeah, thank you so much, ma'am. Ronak says, everyone appreciates my video editing, but how amazing is the camera work in Vaishali ma'am's video? Amazing vocals and keyboard playing. I completely agree, Ronak. Not only did ma'am play the keyboard and sing so well at the same time, but the way it was all put together was really a treat to watch. Chandramudi says, music and melody, beautiful, ma'am. Brilliant, ma'am, my word. Thank you so much, ma'am. It's always a joy to have you on for these events. And I'm sure it will stay that way forevermore, for as long as we have these events. It simply isn't the same without a performance from you, ma'am. So now, we have a performance by Siddhi Amma Salokhe. She is singing Surmai Akhiyon Mein by KJ Yesudas from the 1983 movie Sadma. Please enjoy.
Hello guys, I am Siddhi Amma Salokhe, studying in first year aerospace engineering DSU. Today I am going to sing song from the film Sadma, which were firstly sung by Yesudas sir. I will start now.
Beautifully sung, Siddhi. That was so great. If in case it was not apparent from the song itself, that is an incredibly hard song to sing. And Siddhi, you blew it out of the park. Amazing performance. Thank you so much for sending your video in. I'm sure it's apparent from the chat. Everyone loved it, as did I. And it's really a joy having all of you on. Shreya Varma says, beautifully done, beautifully sung, and I completely agree. Well sung, Siddhi, well sung. And it's really heartwarming to see repeated performers. So a lot of the performers you see today were also present in the open mic that was hosted almost exactly 4 months ago. And we also have so many new performers. We have faculty members. It's really heartwarming to see not only the amount of performers increase, but also to see continued enthusiasm from the names and the voices we now recognize. So thank you so much for sending your performance in, Siddhi. And now we have unfortunately reached our final performance of the day. And I know it's a little sad, but do not worry, guys. It's one to blow it out of the park, and I'm sure everyone will love it. As we come to an end, last but not least, we have Nandini Hazarika performing once again Tujhse Naraz Nahi Zindagi. Before I move on to this performance, I just want to mention, do hang around for a bit after the performance, because I do have some important information regarding this stream to share, and we will have Beshali ma'am and Dean sir back on to speak some words about what they thought about the whole show. And I'm sure it's nothing but positive, because I don't know about you guys, but I haven't stopped smiling since the stream started 90 minutes ago. My cheeks actually kind of hurt now from how much I've been smiling. But I take it as a complete positive. It's really a joy to have everyone here, to hear everyone sing, to have everyone cheer them on in the comments more than anything. It means so much, not only to me, but even more so to the performers. You guys watching and encouraging them, you really need to understand you are the most important part of this whole show. And you are doing such a good thing by encouraging our performers, because it ensures that we'll see them more in the future. So thank you for being here, everyone. Once again, our final performance of the afternoon, Nandini Hazarika singing Tujhse Naraz Nahi Zindagi.
तुझसे नाराज नहीं जिंदगी, हैरान हूँ मैं, हो हैरान हूँ मैं। से जाएंगे, जाने कब गुम हुआ कहाँ खोया, एक आंसू छुपा के रखा था, तुझसे नाराज है जिंदगी, हैरान हूँ मैं, हो हैरान हूँ मैं, तेरे मासूम सवालों से परेशान हूँ मैं, हो परेशान हूँ मैं, हो परेशान हूँ मैं।
Wow, Nandini, just wow. That was such a beautiful performance. Thank you so much for sending your video in. You made it seem absolutely effortless with a smile throughout. And you have such a beautiful voice and such a great range and such great control over your voice. Thank you for sending in your video. It's truly, I wouldn't have ended it any other way. It was such a good performance. Thank you so much once again. And everyone in chat is absolutely going crazy as expected, because who wouldn't after that performance? And everyone found it beautiful and soothing, and that was amazing. That's all I can really say. Thank you so much for sending in your video, Nandini. And I really look forward to having you in all future events, as I do with everyone who performed here today. So just really quickly before we go into the closing segment of this event today, I want to thank everyone here, and I want to say that this entire live stream will be recorded and uploaded onto a Google Drive, as YouTube might remove this live stream later on for copyright issues with the karaoke and whatnot. So the entire thing will be recorded, no worries, and it will be uploaded promptly on Google Drive, and the link will be shared both on our Instagram and through email to the faculty. So there's no worries at all about losing this amazing performance. You can come back to it anytime you want, as I'm sure a lot of us will, myself included. And yes, so thank you all for being here. And everyone absolutely loved it. Rishi says almost as perfect as the original. I completely agree. So that was an amazing collection of performances, guys. I'd like to bring on Dean Sir and Baishali Ma'am back on to say what they thought about the event, and I'm sure they loved it.
Yes, Akash, thank you so much.
Hello, sir.
Yes, music is divine, whether it's Western or Indian. And I realized after listening to all this is more divine is the heritage music that we have heard till now. I feel it's an acquired taste. You know, the more and more you hear, I think some youngsters may feel, oh, those olden days, these are all old people, bald people, you know. But I feel it's acquired taste. More and more people hear to it. You feel the real joy of listening to all this. And Nandini Hazarika, what a beautiful way to end this program. You know, you have, it was spotless, and I'm speechless. Okay. Dr. Baishali Madam, it only requires a passion of your kind to bring out such an event. You know, everybody cannot do it. So thank you so much. It was an afternoon well spent by all of us, and it was an absolute joy to spend the 90 minutes that have passed so quickly. And I'm only worried, why is it ending now? You know. So regarding the anchoring, Akash, this was the success factor. One of the success factors for this program was your anchoring. No doubt about it. I am very proud to say this, and we will cherish this memory of this 1.5 hours for a long time. And lastly, I feel the students will, teachers can get a better connect with the students by being a part of this program. You know, it's very important for students and teachers to be connected in this way, such a quality program. And I'm pretty sure many more are going to come. And the trouble with doing Dr. Baishali and Akash doing such a program is you will be forced to do more and more again and again. Okay, so thank you so much. It was a wonderful experience.
Thank you so much for coming on, sir. It's always a tremendous joy to have you on. Really, as I was saying, I could not have been more blessed to be in a university with such enthusiastic faculty, and especially our dean sir who loves music so much. So we'll pass it on to Beshali ma'am now.
Yes, I really, really enjoyed today's afternoon. It is, as sir was telling, it is a well spent afternoon, Saturday afternoon, and so much of talent among our students. I feel so proud that so much of talent is there among the students, and they take it so passionately. They try to do it. So much of passion is seen when they are performing and trying to make it better over and over again, and that is amazing. And also it this type of when we get to know the students capabilities in other than studies, it helps us to connect in a different level. So I'm really, really happy seeing all the performances, lovely performances, and definitely we will bring back more and more concerts, more and more virtual, of course, till the time we come offline, online, this kind of things we will keep on doing. And we will I want to, want other faculties also to come forward and give their submissions so that we get to know. We are like a family, students, teachers together, and more we know about, the talents people have, because a lot of people are little, shy. They don't want to come forward, but it is such a lovely platform. We are like a family, and we can enjoy each and everyone's talents. And music is so vast, so divine, so soulful that it can wipe out any sort of hurt, any sort of ill feeling among friends, among anyone. So it is beautiful, and definitely it's my promise to bring back more and more events like this, which all of you, I'm very sure, will enjoy. Thanks a lot to Akash. He has done a beautiful job. It's amazing job last time also, this time also, and he takes it up, you know, in his entirely in his shoulder and does it from beginning, making the poster, making all the things. Means it is not a one-day event, right? It requires a couple of weeks preparation. So it's every time he has done it so responsibly, and he's an asset of music club. And thanks to Dean sir for joining this event from there. I know he is in campus one, and out of his all his busy schedule, just after the centenary celebrations event, he came and joined our musical event. Thanks a lot, sir, for giving the time. And that's all. Thank you. I hope all of you have enjoyed it. Thanks.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for those words. Thank you so much, everyone here. I'd like to move on to the vote of thanks. First and foremost, I cannot go without saying thank you to every single person who performed. Renuka ma'am, Mahip, Monica MP, Nandini ma'am, Jaya Verma, Mazhar, Arathi ma'am, Prarthana, Ringsia, Chandramuli, Swathi, Rishi, Beshari ma'am, Ronak Prasad, Siddhi, and Nandini Hazarika. All of you are amazing, amazing people for helping make this event possible. And we had an absolute blast listening to all of you perform today. Thank you so much. Secondly, I'd like to thank everyone watching. As of 3:45 p.m., we've crossed around 500 playbacks on this stream, with around 60 to 70 live viewers at all times. So it's amazing to have all of you here. It's like really encouraging for the performers, especially. It really encourages them to come back and do more. And I'm so excited for whenever offline college starts to have more offline events, because I'm sure that'll be even better in person to feel the energy of the room and the applause. So I'm sure a lot of you are looking forward to that as well. I'd like to thank Beshali ma'am always for being there. As a club in charge, really couldn't have asked for anyone better. Not only is ma'am extremely talented and always adds a brilliant performance of her own into the mix, but she always supports me throughout in these ventures. After all, it was her who asked me to initiate this event, so it wouldn't have been possible without Vaishali ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. I'd like to thank Dean sir to come out of his really busy schedule. Today was the centenary celebration of basically Founders Day for the Anand Sagar University. So Dean sir was engaged in Campus 1 for that event, and he came here right after that, possibly without even having a lunch break, and I'm so grateful to him to have come here. It's really a joy to have Dean sir here all the time because he loves music and it really shows, and it encourages the performers even more. Lastly, I'd like to thank the Anand Sagar University, of course, for this platform and the opportunity to do all this. Being part of the music club is possibly one of the greatest highlights of my time so far in DSU, and I'm sure it'll remain that way for my remainder of the time here. And ma'ams did say that I take all of it upon my shoulders. That's not entirely true. It wouldn't have been possible with all of your enthusiasm and participation. Thank you so much to everyone who entered their names, who sent in submissions. And I'm sure that moving forward, I'll have help from all my enthusiastic juniors to organize these events. So yeah, thank you so much for coming here, guys. I hope you enjoyed your afternoon. I sure did. Like I said, this entire live stream will be recorded and uploaded very, very promptly, and the link will be provided to you all. Thank you for coming by, and have a great afternoon. Till next time, this is Akash Bagchi signing off.